good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Magandang gabi po. Magandang umaga, magandang tanghali sa bawat sulok ng daigdig o mundong ito. And another edition for Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show. In just a couple of minutes ay makakasama po natin ang ating celebrity guest all the way from the United States of America. His name is Jay Michaels. Alright, maglalambing po ang isang bossa nova prince of the Philippines. Please kindly like, comment, and share our show. And having said that, I'll be playing the Beast from Wuhan, a song of hope against COVID-19. And here we go. This was performed by various Erasmus Star Talents and Entertainment Management artists. Beast from Wuhan.
Virus from Wuhan that grips the lives of everyone.
This 2020 superbug makes everybody feeling sad.
Life's working and socializing. This awful scourge keeps us worrying.
This killer beast from Wuhan spreading fears across the land. Together we fight against this feeling of the world. Together we stand. With God's love, we'll win this fight. Lord, hear our prayer. So let's all work together as one.
So let us work together as one, hand in hand, united we stand.
We will destroy it to the ground. We will destroy it to the ground. Together we fight against this feeling of the world. Together we stand. With God's love, we'll win this fight. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Together we fight against this feeling of the world. Together we stand. With God's love, we'll win this fight. Together we fight against this feeling of the world. Together we stand. With God's love, we'll win this fight. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Alright, that would be Beast from Wuhan. Alright, update po para po sa COVID-19 here in Metro Manila. According to DOH ay bumababa naman daw po ang mga um, pasyente for COVID-19 and might as well ay talagang slowly ay back to normal tayo soon. And yun nga, dinideliberate nila and still planning to do the vaccination upon minors. And also, I would like to commend, of course, the London, UK, especially Maestro Erasmus C. Malilin, for taking the booster shots for his Pfizer vaccination, and at the same time nag-flu shot din siya. So talaga namang sana ganito rin sa Pilipinas, gano'n din ang mangyari sa Pilipinas. And yeah, so hope for the best. Sana maging maayos po ang lahat at let's pray that this COVID-19 pandemic will be end soon. All right, and having said that, I'll be playing The Unreachable Star. This is the full band orchestration composed by the famous awardee 2019 Erasmo Rustic Malilin and arranged by the Alio awarded 2020 People Sifra. Here we go. That was the unreachable star. I would like to congratulate Rico Garcia for interpreting the song The Impossible Dream on the HBO's Eric Matis film entitled On the Spot, led by Piolo Pascual, Joel Torre, and so on and so forth. So it's already available to stream in uh, HBO. All right, you just have to sign in for subscription. So Rico Garcia will be gracing our show on October 18, Monday. We will be, deliberating and all that. That specific opportunity to be chosen as the interpreter of the soundtrack from Eric Matis. Eric Matis, the direct Eric Matis is he's really something and very famous and multi-awarded director internationally. All right, so I would like to welcome Rico Garcia, the jazz crew of the Philippines again. Congratulations, bro, and greetings to the world. And he said, "Welcome to MVSS, everyone. Let us enjoy the show." And Carmelo Ismero Pacle says, "Good evening, Professor Marvin Velasquez, and I and my Erasmus Star family." And Brenda Isaacson says, "Brenda B from the USA is loves you. USA us loves you." And the Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show and all of the talented artists from all over the world sharing this live together. Thank you so much, my friend Brenda Isaacson. And Rico Garcia says, "Happy pandemic Christmas." Yes, definitely. And Aris Montero from Muñoz Science City is watching. Thank you so much. And Carmelo Pacle put a lot of claps. And Jason Brown Bigala from Queensland, Australia is watching. Thank you so much. And he said, "Good evening, my friend Marvin." Thank you so much, Jason. And Len Bicapulong from Missouri, USA says, "Hello, lovely people." And Jason Brian Bigala added, "Hello, Len Bicapulong." And Brenda put a lot of heart, and she says, "May our voice always be heard in our love for one another, never die. Greetings, Carmelo." Wow. And she added, "Rico Garcia, full greetings, my brother, across the oceans." Well, Len Bicapulong says, "Hello, Erasmus Star, awesome artist." And Jason Brown Bigala says, "What a beautiful piece of musical wonderment." And Aris Montero put a lot of claps and yeah, and of course a good friend of mine, the singer songwriter from Pennsylvania, USA. "Hello, Marvin. Have a great show." Told by a good friend of mine, Daniel Lynch. And Jason Brown Bigala says, "Hi, Danny." And Brother Isaacson says, "Jason Brown Bigala, greetings to you, my brother. God bless you and your lovely fiance and family." And Sir Bert Madrid, he said, "Good evening, sir." Wow, thank you so much. All right, so I'll be playing the song Mambo Samba Cha Cha while we are waiting for our celebrity guest all the way from United States of America. Mambo Samba Cha Cha.
Kumusta ka? Kumusta na? Kay tagal doon sa lugar tayo ay magkita. Hawak ko pa labot ng kamay mo na hawak ko. Puso ko'y bihag mo, mahal ko. Halika na, tayo ay magsayaw na. Samba cha cha, mambo samba cha cha, mambo samba cha cha. Ikumpas natin ng sayaw cha cha sa tugtuging ito, pasabog ng samba. Kumusta ka? Kumusta na? Kay dagal dun sa lugar nung tayo ay nagkita. Hawak ko ba ang lambot ng kamay mo na hawak ko? Puso ko'y lihag mo, mahal ko. Halika na, tayo ay magsayaw na. Mambo samba cha-cha, mambo samba cha-cha, mambo samba cha-cha, mambo samba cha-cha. Ikumpas natin ng sayaw cha-cha sa tugtuging ito, pasabog ng samba. Iba't kay saya, imot ang problemang daglag. Oh, hey! Mambo samba cha-cha, 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 mambo samba cha-cha. Ikumpas natin ang sayaw cha-cha sa tugtuging ito, pasabog ng samba. Ba't kay saya, imot ang problemang taglay. Ba't kay saya, imot ang problemang taglay. Di ba't kay saya, limot ang problemang taglay. Mambo samba cha-cha.
Hi guys, I'm Marvin Velasquez. You're watching Letters of Music.
Enjoy. Enjoy. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Enjoy!
And let's enjoy with the next playlist, Tabing Dagat. Here we go.
Nararamdaman natin na para tayo nasa tabing dagat. Kaya naman mga ka-Letters and Music, let's give it up for Marvin Velasquez.
Kay sarap na simoy ng hangin dito sa dalampasigan. Sikat ng araw dito sa karagatan ay paraiso. Ligaya sa buhay na malaya sa saya. Bawat hakbang sa buhangin ay bakas ng alaala. Agos ng alon sa markang nilakaran, dagling naglaho sa isang igla. Halika sa tabing dagat at tuoy lumangoy. Langoy tayo, pakita sa buong mundo, ikaw at ako. Dito sa tabing dagat, tayo ay magsayaw ng todo-todo at ikembot ang balakang Latino sa tiempo. Agos ng alon sa markang nilakaran, taglim naglaho sa isang igla. Halika sa tabing dagat at tu'y lumangoy. Langoy tayo, pagkita sa buong mundo, ikaw at ako. Dito sa tabing dagat, tayo ay magsayaw ng todo-todo at ikembot ang balakang Latino sa tempo. Halika sa tabing dagat at tu'y lumangoy. Langoy tayo, pagkita sa buong mundo, ikaw at ako. Dito sa tabing dagat, tayo ay magsayaw ng todo-todo at ikembot ang balakang. At ikembot ang balakang, at ikembot ang balakang. Latino sa tempo, Latino sa tempo, Latino sa tempo.
All right. Our celebrity guest is Jay Michaels. He's an American vocalist who has toured and performed internationally. He is headliner, host, and founder of the official Love Rocks concert series. Tracks from J. Michael's album have sold in a stream across 6 continents in 140 countries. His online music videos, filmed on location in various countries, as well as live performances, have gained over 3 million views, earning him devoted fans worldwide. Love Rock's concert series with his powerful lead vocal, J. Michaels currently front the Love Rocks Orchestra, skillfully combining rock, jazz, and soul for a unique sound, look, feel, and experience that audiences have come to enjoy. More than just the man behind the Love Rocks concerts, J. Michaels has performed on stage with legendary contemporary rock guest artists like Joe Huerta and Ambrosia, Terry Sylvester of the Hollies, John Ford Colley, Benny Martinez, Yvonne Elliman, Jimmy Jamison, Michael Johnson, Phoebe Bryson, Dan Hill, Stephen Bishop, Rex Smith, and more. And I'll be giving you now the reason why we have a celebrity guest all the way from United States of America. His name is Jay Michaels. And now tonight live here in Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show, Jay Michael.
Good. It's good to be here.
Hello, Jay. So
Hi.
how can I address you? It's just completely Jay Michaels or only Jay?
You can call me Jay. Jay is just fine.
Definitely. Okay, Jay. Um, all right. First and foremost, I would like to thank you for patiently waiting and navigating all the stuff. And yeah, very
Sure.
commendable. Good
No
morning
problem.
in your end right now. And yeah, please greet our viewers for tonight here in the Philippines.
I'm sorry. I missed the last thing you said. One more time.
Uh, please greet our
Oh
viewers
yeah,
for
yeah.
tonight.
Mabuhay, Philippines. It's great to be here. I spend a lot of time in the Philippines. Of course, a lot of things. One thing folks don't may not be aware of is I was actually born in the Philippines, uh,
Wow.
raised in the United States. I'm actually from Pasay, so here's a shout out to Pasay.
Uh-huh.
Um, but we do a lot of concerts coming through the Philippines. Of course, the Love Rocks has been we've done it at Araneta Coliseum a number of
Mhm.
times, but we're pretty regular at the Resorts World in Manila,
Yes.
at the Newport Performing Arts Theater, and we do
Mhm.
Cebu and Davao, and we've done Cagayan de Oro and a lot of these great cities around the Philippines. And so I'm very well accustomed to the Philippine love for music and our show Love Rocks.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Jay. First and foremost, the Filipino people would like to know. Of course, initially I've known you because of your autobiography and your hit song, your revival hit song. And I would like to ask you this: Who is Jay Michaels, brother, in the music industry?
Jay Michaels. Well, you know, um, I originally got involved largely in the business side, and
Mhm.
with our representation agency. So we were booking and repping a lot of upcoming artists as well as a lot of big names in the industry.
Mhm.
So I was we were repping this one artist and tremendous talent out of Stockton, California. The unfortunate thing is uh, he wasn't dependable. Let me just put it that way. And
Okay.
and so we rehearsed these shows, and then one show he didn't show up, and guess who had to fill in for him? So
Oh,
I ended up filling up in for him, and that I ended up getting a recording contract and getting some of the songs on the radio and things like that. So I really got started in the business side. So I learned the business side first. I
mhm,
always, I play piano and I write music, and I've
mhm.
had the privilege of writing with some of the best writers in the world. You know Dan Hill, right? Sometimes when we talk,
Yes.
yes, he and I
Yes.
have written some songs together, and so I've always been in the business, and that's all I've done pretty much all my life. But becoming a recording artist sort of happened by accident. But
Mhm.
well, here I am, and I started this Love Rocks concert series about I'm going to say 15 years ago, 14 years ago. And
Mhm.
my idea was to come up with something where I could have a show that had a seamless transition, but have three or four great artists between two to four guest artists in the show. So I
Mhm.
came up with the Love Rocks combination. And we have a lot of great stars that have been in the show and continue to do so. So it's been a wonderful journey.
Well, well said. Thank you so much for that. It's a blessing in disguise that the guy who doesn't appear um, in that specific. Yeah, that's sometimes it happens for a real reason. Okay,
Correct.
Jay. We know for a fact that yeah, you already blown away and you already doing your stuff in music industry and became successful in all that. And how did you start? And who influenced you, by the way, in the music?
Well, that's a good question because as we you get to know a lot of these artists and things like that,
Mhm.
and get to know who influenced them. Sometimes you can sort of hear it in your voice, and I'll come back to me, but uh, let me make an example. Everyone knows the original lead singer from Journey, Steve Perry, correct?
Yes, yes.
So, if you listen to the way he sings and the style that he does things, I have some fans outside just kind of watching what I'm doing. Anyway, so
Hello,
if you
hello
listen
there.
to the style that he sings,
Mhm.
uh, it's all about this guy from the 50s, Sam Cooke. So, I mean, you can hear it in Steve Perry's "So If I Go a Million Miles Away, I'd
Wow.
write a letter each and every day." That that's Sam Cooke, but that's how Steve Perry. Nothing can ever change. So you can hear that.
First thing
That's
in the morning and you belt it out. Oh my god.
so so when I was a kid, I mean, we had these genres. We had the disco stuff, and we had the
Mhm.
rock group, and we had the R&B guys, and I loved it all. I just loved it all. But I tell you, I really, really, really liked Engelbert Humperdinck, and I loved Tom Jones, and these guys with these big voices, BJ Thomas, and Tom Jones, not unusual to be loved by anyone. So so they're the generation obviously before me, and they're still performing nonstop till today because their music is timeless and their talent is limitless. I tell you, Tom Jones' voice, he takes care of his voice and he's still singing it like no one else today. So these guys are the ones that really influenced me.
Definitely, and their music is really having this longevity up to this moment.
Yes, absolutely.
Really icon. And Tom Jones actually is one of the active judges in The Voice UK right now. So
Yes,
very
correct,
commendable.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And based on the information I've got from your admin in your personal page in your Facebook page, you are actually a friend of RJ Jacinto here in the Philippines. So
Yes, yeah.
tell us about how you met him and your collaboration stuff and all that.
Okay, great. Yes, RJ, I met him, gosh, it has to be somewhere around 2008. And we were doing a sort of like a Philippine, Hawaii. I grew up in Hawaii, so we have a huge Filipino
Aloha.
population in Hawaii. And so I was part of this trade mission coming to the Philippines, and my sort of my thing, my piece was I was brought to the Philippines on sort of as the music, the guy that was involved in the music industry. So they sat me next to RJ at this symposium type of thing, and so we just sat down and talked. I'm like, oh, you have a radio station? Oh, yeah. I heard your song. We play your music on our radio station. I'm like, oh, okay, great. And so we got along, and we started doing. I started doing a few interviews on his radio station, and of course,
With DJ
every time
Jimmy?
we come through the Philippines with our shows, with our Love Rocks, then he invites us on the show, and we do a guesting, and I do a song or two, and we have a wonderful time. RJ is a true pioneer in the music industry in the Philippines, and the Philippines and the world is blessed to have him as a wonderful artist and show host.
Definitely. So have you done guesting in RJ Bravo in Executive Lounge in hotel, Dusit Thani Hotel?
No, I haven't done his show at the Dusit Thani. I'm very aware of it, and I haven't done a guesting actually there. Normally, when I'm coming through town, I'm preparing for a concert either at like Resorts World or at the Araneta Coliseum or something. And so my schedule for guesting, like within a radio station, we go and do those, but additional performances and things like that, barely enough leisure time to get to some of these shows. I wish I had more time, but that's just kind of how it is when you're on tour. And then we do multiple cities and go from city to city, and it's a very fast paced lifestyle and a very fast paced in and out, and get to as many people as you can.
Definitely. And I've known also that you just went from Dubai.
Yes. Well, during this COVID thing, and bless all God bless all the musicians and the singers and artists who've been hit very, very hard during this
Tremendously, yes.
COVID time. I personally have not had a live performance concert for almost a year and a half, and we are just starting to get some looking at bookings into 2022. So that's going to be that's going to be 2 years before I have a single concert. And I know a lot of the other folks have experienced the same thing, especially with the lockdowns continuing in the Philippines. A lot of families, a lot of musicians and singers make earn their living off of these performances, and they've been shut down. So it's been really rough. But I'd like to give my heartfelt appreciation to anyone who's really struggling and trying to make it through these times.
All right. Thank you so much, Jay. In relation with that, since we as a musician been hindered by this pandemic because it's a global catastrophe with this COVID-19. There's a lot of restriction happen, especially as a musician. We aren't allowed to go outside and do our gigs. I
Yeah.
would like you to define COVID-19. Was it a curse, opportunity, or blessings?
Well, and that's an amazing question. I mean, it's really an amazing
Thank you.
question. Um, it's all three.
Okay.
Of course, we cannot look at this without understanding the devastation this has caused.
Mhm,
Period. And
mhm,
so that is a curse. I mean, it is a curse no matter which way we slice it. We've all lost someone we know or someone close or have a connection to this. We all have a connection to it.
mhm,
What did we do with this curse, and what did we do to grow? I spent more time at the piano, learning more music, writing more music instead of being on the road so much. So I tried to turn part of this into a blessing.
mhm.
uh what else did I did? I tried to teach my things. I also love to cook, so I mean, I cooked every day. I'm not going out to eat, and so I cooked every day, every day, every day. And I think I should write a song about all my cooking. And
That's really good. That's really nice, actually. At least we as a musician try to identify and dwell with this global pandemic.
yes.
And yeah, I have here one of your hits, J. Michaels, and let's play for this and let's talk about this after playing it.
All right, yeah, great.
All right, so people of the world, let's give it up for J. Michaels with his hit song "Earn" a millions views in his personal page, "Wild Flower."
She's faced the hardest times you could imagine, and many times her eyes hold back the tears. And when her youthful world was about to fall in, each time her slender shoulders bore the weight of all her fears, and the sorrow no one hears still rings in midnight silence in her ears. Let her cry for she's elation. Let her dream, for she's a child. Let the rain fall down upon her. She's a free and gentle flower growing wild. And if by chance I should hold her, let me hold her for a time. But if allowed just one possession, I would pick her from the garden to be mine. Be careful how you touch her, for she'll awaken, and sleep's the only freedom that you know. And when you walk into her eyes, you won't believe the way she's always paying for a debt she's never owed. And the silent wind still blows that only she can hear, and she goes Let her dream, for she's a child. Let the rain fall down upon her. She's a free and gentle flower growing wild. Let her cry, for she's a lady. Let her dream, for she's a child. Let the rain fall down upon her. She's a free and gentle flower growing wild. She's a flower growing wild. She's growing wild.
Wow, your voice is really amazing.
Thank you very much.
And that song earned 1.3 million views and counting in your Facebook personal no Facebook fan page. So
Correct.
congratulations, my friend. Okay, how was the feeling? Reviving a song and finally hits the million views. How was the feeling?
Well, it's a great feeling, of course. That's just a testament, not just to, of course, my just me. Every song is a group effort, is a collaborative effort.
Mhm.
The saxophone playing on that is by the gentleman by the name of David Choi. He did the
Wow.
arrangement on that, and David's played with Michael McDonald. He's recorded with Michael McDonald. He with the Doobie Brothers. With
Mhm.
I mean, just the list goes on and on. He's just one of the greatest musicians I've ever known. So it's a collaborative effort with him and a bunch of other great musicians. And when you cover someone else's song, you have to bring something to the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You really
yeah,
have to put your own flair to it, your own emphasis, your own soul to the music.
definitely.
You have to make sure that people aren't saying, "Well, he's just doing it A B C D." You really have to do it. So
Mhm.
hopefully and thankfully, the fans have really taken to that, and it's been on it's been on radio stations all across the globe. So
Yeah,
I'm very happy for that, and very thankful for that. That we've gotten a lot of airplay and a lot of attention with that. And with that song, I have to admit that when I do concert after concert after concert, I get tired of singing just the same song. So I took it out of my uh, concerts for about a year, and I got so many messages and posts and emails and Jay, we saw your concert last night and we loved it, but we were so disappointed you didn't do Wildflower. I brought my wife to hear Wildflower. And then I'm like, okay, I got to put this back in the show. So it's been back in the show
yeah.
ever since then. So, yes, it's part of the show.
And I think it was been noticeably associated with you for a decade right now.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, over a decade. Yeah.
yes, and it's been
Because
played
actually,
over.
I recorded it on an album. It's got to be 25 years ago. But I didn't do a music video for it for another 10 years.
Mhm.
So and and I have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of music videos. I hate to call anything in the music industry a chore, but if there's any one thing that I consider, okay, all right, we got to do it. It is the music videos. I really love doing the musical part. I really love doing the live performance part.
Mhm.
When it comes to music videos, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know we got to do one. So as for Wildflower, I released it on an album, I think in 1995 or 1996, and
Mhm.
it got phenomenal reviews and airplay in multiple countries, and that was wonderful. But I didn't do the music video for another 10 years, so the music video aspect was it came in kind of late. But we're thankful that people enjoy it, so that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah,
And it earned 1.3 million views in counting. So that's really something. That's a big thing. Okay, Jay, we need to shout out people around the world who is up to this moment watching us right now. The American singer-songwriter from Pennsylvania, USA says, "Hello, Jay Michaels, and good evening. Great show." And he said, and Len Bicapulong from Missouri, USA, "Hello, Mr. Jay Michael and Marvin Velasquez." And Jason Brian Bigala from Queensland, Australia says, "Hi, Jay Michaels," he said. And also we have here Brenda Isaacson from Pennsylvania, USA. "Greetings, Jay Michael," she said. And also we have here, um, okay, we need to shout out those. Most of them are also artists and musicians. And
fantastic.
also we have here the singing educator, Ma'am Ina, all the way here in the Philippines, says, "Wow, hi, Jay Michaels," she said. And also Landy Capulong says, "Hello, Mr. James Michael." Jay, it's Jay, Jay
Just the letter
Michael.
J. It's just the letter
Jay,
J.
J. Michael, welcome to MVSS. MVSS is Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show. And
Great.
Brenda Isaacson says, "Welcome. Jay, you are an awesome musician. So good to hear you this day." Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Brenda Isaacson. And Bam Ina says, "Yeah, that's right. Sis Brenda. He must be also Engelbert, Humperdinck, and Tom Jones ages." Oh, J. Michael is uh, handsome. Donna Lynch from Pennsylvania, USA. He is also American singer. He says, "Hello, Jay Michaels." All right, thank you so much. And R&B Dumlao Cotabano from the Philippines says, "Good evening, Marvin Velasquez Songlist and Sir Jay Michaels." Wow, thank you so much. And Miss Dinita Fernando, all the way from Philippines, says, "Good evening to all." And Brenda Isaacson says, "Thank you for very kind words. So true. I hope been waiting over a year and a half to bring our artists here in the USA. Yeah, you can always bring Brother Isaacson. And Nimba Miranda Rivera, all the way from Pangasinan, Pangasinan, Philippines, says, "Hello, Sir Jay, Michael." And Brother Isaacson says, "Are you coming back to the USA?" Uh, she was questioning you about this. Are you coming back in the USA? And I think you are. You
Yeah,
are.
actually, I'm currently I'm in South Carolina. I just arrived here a couple of days ago. I was in Dubai prior to that. I was in the Philippines prior to that. Of course, I
Mhm.
travel a lot. Even with COVID, I still have travels, on some of the business aspects of what I do. But I'm back in the United States for now, South
Yeah.
Carolina.
Wow. And also, Freddy's Nadokor, all the way from Kobe, Japan, says, "Hello, brother Marvin and Jane Michael." Wow, thank you so much. And also, we have here Miss Vivian Hernandez. She is from Kobe, Japan, also a singer. "Greetings to all from Lady V, uh, and also to Sir J. Michael." And Nathaniel Bonson says, "Good evening, sir and Sir J. Michael." Good evening, Nathaniel Bonson. Thank you so much. And Miss Dinita Fernando says, "Good evening, Marvin Velasquez and to Sir J. Michaels." Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, Jay. During tough times, of course, we can't avoid to be, feeling anxiety, stress, and all that. And our music as a musician is really we really don't know what's gonna happen next. But in some other part of the world is already back to normal, and their music is already doing in live shows. So I
Yes.
wanted to ask you this, Jay. What keeps you going up to this moment?
Well, we got to feed our families.
Yes,
I, I,
definitely.
I think that's the easiest way that I can put it is that um, contrary to what people believe, musicians and being a musician and being an artist and being a touring act, this is what we do to earn our living
Mhm.
and take care of our families. It's a lot of people look at it as such an easy thing to do, but boy, there's a lot of work that goes into this, and there's a lot of time and a lot of effort, and obviously some God-given talent, and we try to hone that and get better every day as well. But it's a tremendous effort, and by and large, we do this to make a better life for our family. Just as one might go to school and work hard to become an engineer, and then
Mhm.
work hard as an engineer and designing and drafting these things to take care of your family. We do the same. So that's the big driving force, and of
Mhm.
course the love of music, the
Of
love of
music.
music, and how it's evolved throughout history and what it's become, and the love of music, and I think that's by and large what we're looking at.
Well, well said. And I have here your song, Don't You Know It's Christmas? And I think you personally wrote this one and
Correct.
perform as well. So let's hear and watch this one and let's talk about this
Thank you.
afterwards.
Great.
So let's give it up for Jane Michaels with the song, Don't You Know It's Christmas?
Don't you know it's Christmas? Can't you feel the joy? Don't you know the feeling when the kiddies get their toys? They wrap themselves in Christmas cards and decorate the tree. The feeling so delightful, so celebrate with me. I wish you a Merry Christmas and joy to the world. Merry Christmas to all the boys and girls. So fill your heart with hope and peace for everyone to share. I wish you a Merry Christmas, everyone, everywhere. Don't you know it's Christmas? There's a feeling in the air. Don't you know the happiness of families everywhere? We come together in unity for everyone to share. So put away our differences and throw away despair. I wish you a Merry Christmas, joy to the world. Merry Christmas to all the boys and girls. So fill your heart with hope and peace for everyone to share. I wish you a Merry Christmas, everyone. I wish you a Merry Christmas, joy to the world. Merry Christmas to all the boys and girls. So fill your heart with hope and peace for everyone to share. I wish you a Merry Christmas, everyone, everywhere. Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
Wow, that was indeed a heartfelt song. All right.
Great. Glad you liked it.
Since Yes, Jay, since Christmas is fast approaching, what would be your best gift for Christmas for your loved ones, referring to your family, your friends, and all that?
Well, obviously, the best gift we can hope for is, especially in these times, is good health. So,
Mhm.
you know, I do my best to you know stay healthy. And so my my hope is that everyone, again, taking a tragic situation and making it better, is everyone really try to keep your stay healthy, eat right, rest right, don't over stress about things in life if you
Yeah.
can, and
Mhm.
and do our best to stay healthy. And because we want folks to stick around. I need my fans to stick around as long as possible. So I wish everyone just good health and prosperity.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I wrote that song. I was, I have management team and things like that, and they said, "Well, Jay, you have to do a Christmas song. What do you want to do? Sit at the piano and sing chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose." I'm like, yeah, just let me write a song. So I sat at the piano and I just started writing the music. I always write music first. I don't write lyrics first. I write music and then I put lyrics.
Wow.
That's my approach, and everyone has their own different approach. Anyway, so I started
Mhm.
putting the music down and I laid that out, and I'm like, well, I kind of like that. And back to my story about music videos. I'm like, I don't want to be in another. We don't need to see my face every time we do a music video. So my team and I, we reached out to some graphic artists in the Philippines. Yes, in the
Mhm.
Philippines. So that all that animation that you saw by was a Philippine graphic artist by the name of John Caballero.
Oh,
And
hi,
so
Mr.
he's
John Caballero.
yeah, down in Laguna area. So that was very nice to have someone put together a beautiful video, so it was great. It was great doing this music video.
Yeah, it was amazing. So, John, no, Jay, Michael, you told us a while ago that you are born and raised here in the Philippines.
No, I'm
Am I
born in
right?
the Philippines. I was
Mhm.
born in Pasay.
Mhm.
My family was there, and so some of my brothers and sisters were also born there. I moved back to the United States to Hawaii. I grew up in Hawaii, and
I
there's a
see.
huge Ilocano population. All from the Ilocos Norte
Yes.
region in Hawaii. So we have a huge Filipino population in Hawaii. But
Mhm.
that's where I grew up. And obviously, but I've lived in multiple places around the world. I do maintain a residence part time in the Philippines, up in Pampanga area. So hey, shout out to
Shout
Pampanga.
out to Kabalen.
Oo. Um,
Kabalen.
and of course, I speak Tagalog, konti lang, di ba?
Konti lang.
Uh, so, well, the funny thing is, and I just spent 5 months in Dubai, and there's so many Filipinos there, and so I'll walk into a restaurant and I'll say "Kumusta?" Oh, sir, you speak Tagalog? And, and so we converse a little bit in Tagalog, and so they have a fun time hearing a white guy speaking, a bit of Tagalog, and so they ask, "Oh, what?" "Oh, wait, I know your music. Oh, I'm so sorry." Yeah, yeah, because my face is not. It's not like everyone recognizes my face, but that especially Filipinos, they tend, of course, they recognize my music.
Yes.
That's a great thing.
That's normal thing actually as a recording artist. Sometimes they tend to remember us with our recordings and music, but not
Yeah,
not
not putting
our
the face with it.
yes, yes.
Unless
Okay.
it, unless we're doing a big concert, and of course, like you'll see on EDSA, the big billboard with my face plastered on it, or on C5,
Yeah.
or at the Resorts World, you see my face plastered on it. Then the
Yeah.
face recognition tends to go up
I
a
saw
lot
you
more at that
often
time.
actually. I saw
Mark,
you often in Billboard, in Resorts World.
yeah.
Yes, because I have friends who played there. Mark Michael Garcia,
Mhm.
he was the grand champion in Tawag ng Tanghalan in Showtime. So we used to visit them with his band. So I saw you there in the emblem
Ah, great, great.
of the entrance. Yes. Okay. Since you have, of course, a Filipino touch within yourself, what is your best Filipino delicacies that you have ever tasted?
Okay, well, I mentioned earlier that I cook. So
Mm-hmm.
I cook. You can ask my. Here's a funny story. I cook even when we're going to do rehearsals, and I have a lot of we do rehearsals in the Philippines, and I have a lot of my band members are Filipino and from the Philippines. So when we
Mm-hmm.
tour Asia, I use my Philippine band. When I tour United States, for example, I use my U.S. band, but my U.S. band
Mm-hmm.
is mostly Filipinos too. Shh.
Yeah.
But anyway, I usually, I like the camaraderie, so and I love to cook. So normally, I'll cook for our rehearsal dinners and stuff like that. I make adobo and I make some
Wow.
American dishes like chili and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone says, "Wow, Mike, how can a American guy make such good adobo? It's as good as my mom's." Oh wait, it's better, but don't tell her, huh?
How
um,
about balut? Have you tried
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one?
Of course, I've tried balut, and I love sinigang, and
Sinigang.
I like pinakbet, and I
Mm-hmm.
like. I'm not a huge fan of balut, but I've tried it. Of course, I'll try anything. I mean, even when I'm in Thailand, I tried scorpion. So,
Mm-hmm.
what they say, when in Rome. So when I'm in Dubai, I try all the local dishes there. But
Yeah.
I have a great affinity for the Philippines. Of course, when we go to Cebu, we get when we're on tour, but we all these restaurants want to sponsor these dinners, of course, and we're very grateful, very thankful for that. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, oh, you got to try our lechon. No, you got to try our lechon. So of course, I do like pork, and so lechon is always one of the favorites. And like I said, I love sinigang. I like the tart flavor of the tamarind and stuff like that. It's really nice.
Yes. Wow, thank you for that. Thank you for that Filipino side of you. Okay, Jay. We know for a fact that you are also a singer and prolific songwriter. So I would like to ask you this. What would be the best time for you to write song? During your most troublesome moment or saddest moment of your life or happiest moment of your life?
Oh, that's a really good question. Um, and I haven't reflected on that all that much. But yes, I think a lot of us have a tendency to, when we're going through something pretty tragic. Uh,
Mhm.
w- a release would be to put it down on paper or put it down on the piano or guitar, and put the lyrics that are running through our mind, which are impacting our lives at a time, or at any given moment, when something big in the world happens. uh, the unfortunate thing is maybe too many times that happens because of tragedy. But as for this Christmas song I just wrote, I wanted it to be uplifting and very,
Mhm.
very pleasing, and something simple that folks can sing along to, and very uplifting and nice. Feeling of togetherness, feeling of love and unity and family and community. But that in itself is inspired by an emotion of the wanting and the need for everyone to come together in these difficult times.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, Jay. I have here your song "Fly Away." So, of course, let's play for this one and let's talk about this afterwards.
Great.
All right, Laos people of the world, let's give it up for Jane Michaels with his song "Fly Away."
The rain is falling down, my life has just begun. 'Cause you shine a light that makes me come alive. And now that the moon holds a candle in the sky, I wanna be with you together through the night. Why don't we fly away, hand in hand Let's fly away alone, far, far away alone. Let's fly away alone. I wouldn't want to go to heaven without you by my side. You're my angel, you're my guiding light. And now that we've come this far to reach this paradise, supernatural, this love is right. Why don't we fly away, hand in hand against the sky? Why don't we fly away, you and I, far away to a place where time is on our side? Why don't we fly away, long gone, long gone? Let's fly away alone, far, far away alone. Let's fly away alone.
Let's fly away.
Why don't we fly away, hand in hand against the sky? Why don't we fly away, you and I, far away to a place where our dreams will never die? Why don't we fly away alone? Let's fly away alone, far, far away alone. Let's fly away alone. Let's fly away. Let's fly away. Let's fly away.
Wow. Fly away. All right, Jay. Thank you for that. You look good, and that was taken in Berlin, wasn't it?
Well, it was, and back to my shooting music videos. That's one that I actually enjoyed because we shot that on location in Berlin, London, Dublin, Ireland, Prague,
Ah,
Belgium, and Paris, France. So we hopped around to I think 12 locations, and it was just it was a phenomenal experience. Shooting that particular music video. But I've shot on location uh, in Thailand, in Hong Kong, in all throughout Europe, in Hawaii,
mhm,
of course, in the Philippines,
mhm.
we've shot. And I've had the honor of and the privilege of shooting in places all over the world. So it's been amazing, really. So
Well, Jay, if I were in your shoe, I feel the same way,
yeah.
actually. All right. With that song, Fly Away, how did you come up with that song and how was the inspiration? What was the inspiration?
That particular song is actually written by Teddy Riley, and so I got that from him, and
Mhm,
that's just my own interpretation. And again, I had some great arrangers that really helped me make that song come alive. But that's not one of the songs that I wrote. But
mhm.
and of course, obviously, I do write. But that's part of this industry. Is there's a lot of phenomenal writers out there.
Yes.
For example. I mean, just tons and tons of writers who either perform some of them for themselves or they just write for others.
For
And
others.
that happens to be one that was written by someone else, and I just love the song, fell in love with it, and so that's my take on it.
Wow. All right. So we have here, we need to shout out Len Bicafulong from Missouri, USA says, nice song, Mr. J. Michaels. Bravo. And she put a lot of claps. Wow. Thank you so much. And Miss Ninita Fernando from Philippines says, bravo, J. Michael. Thank you so much. And also we have here, she's referring about your Christmas song a while ago. The best Christmas gift is to share your love to your family and
Absolutely.
friends. Wow. All right. And I have here your song entitled I Owe You. It's quite intriguing. Actually, it's kind of abbreviation about the title I Owe You. So let's tackle about this one afterwards.
All
All right,
right.
so let's give it up for People of the World, the song from J. Michaels entitled I Owe You.
You believe that I've changed your life forever, and you're never going to find another somebody like me. And you wish you had more than just a lifetime to give back all I've given you. And that's what you believe. But I owe you the sunlight in the morning and the nights of honest loving. This time can't take away. And I owe you more than life now, more than ever. I know that it's the sweetest day I've ever had to give.
I'm amazed when you say it's me you live for. You know that when I'm holding you, you're right where you belong.
And my love,
My
I
love,
can't help but smile with wonder when you tell me all I've done for you. 'Cause I've known all along that I owe you the sunlight in the morning and the nights of honest loving. The time can't take away. And I owe you more than life now, more than ever. I know that it's the sweetest day I've ever had to pay. Oh, I owe you the sunlight in the morning and the nights of honest loving. The time can take away. And I owe you more than life now, more than ever. I know that it's the sweetest thing I've ever had today.
Wow. Your chemistry is pretty awesome, actually.
Thank you.
Her name is Miss Melissa Undag.
That's correct. She's Pinay. She's
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
Philippines. She started working with us, I'm going to say somewhere around 2013, and she's been doing our Love Rocks concerts and been singing with me ever since.
Wow.
Wonderful, wonderful talent. I've had the pleasure of working with some of the Philippine greats. We've done with Kula Desma, shows with Kula Desma. Janine Desiderio has been a guest
Wow,
in my
Janine, yeah.
show as well, and but my background singers are just phenomenal. So I'd like to do a shout out to Lara Cuevas, who's also she was a Viva artist, but she's
Mhm.
independent now. But she's been with me for about 8 years as well. She's also had a couple of hit songs. Sana Minsan Pa. Are you familiar with that song? It's a great song. Lara Cuevas. So she's been singing with our concert tours for a long time, and then you just got to see Melissa Undag, and
Yes.
phenomenal talent out of the Philippines.
Well, thank you so much. And hopefully with Marvin Velasquez. Is it
Absolutely,
possible?
I think we should have you as a guest in our show coming
Well,
up
thank you. Thank
next
you.
Philippine go round.
Definitely. All right. This IOU. Who wrote this song, Jay?
That's a song that was originally done as a by a gentleman by the name of Lee Greenwood. Lee
Mhm.
Greenwood, that was one of his hits, probably back in the late '70s. I'm going to say Lee Greenwood also, he had a big patriotic song in the U.S. called "God
Mhm.
Bless the USA." Um, and so he's a country artist from Tennessee, I believe, and so that's one of his hits. But I loved it so much. It's such a beautiful message, and so I decided to turn it into a duet. And so that's our rendition of it, and I couldn't be more happy than to have done that with Melissa. As you can hear, her voice is just amazing, and you're
Amazing.
right, our
Yes.
chemistry is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
We're great friends, and we love performing together on stage. We have all of the folks in my band and within the background vocals, just phenomenal being with them on stage. It's
Mhm.
just an incredible feeling to work with these folks.
Wow, definitely. And we also have here Freddy Snedokor from Kobe, Japan says nice. Just a
Great,
short
great,
nice. Wow, thank you so
great.
much. And Miss Ninita Fernando says beautiful song. Wow, thank you so much. And Miss Lanby Kapulong from Missouri has a expressive song. Bravo. Wow. And she added nice song, Mr. J. Michaels. Bravo. Wow. Thank you so much for the engagement, Miss Len B. Kapulong. Okay, Jay. In the middle of pandemic, of course, we are deeply affected. And what would be your valuable message to all the musicians around the world?
Wow, that's really a tough one.
Mhm.
When this first hit, and we first started getting a lot of the news about it, I was in Singapore,
Mhm.
and they just started taking temperatures. This is maybe January, February of 2020. I was in
Mhm.
Thailand, then Singapore, and my first thoughts are, well, we've been through this before. We've had some pretty tough flu type things that have,
Yes.
and viruses coming through. So my
Mhm.
initial thoughts are, okay, this is going to be it sounds pretty serious, but we'll be over this in 2 weeks. I flew to Hawaii in March to do a big show, and in the middle of March, the show got shut down because it got that serious. And then so I said, well, and then the government official says, okay, we got to go into lockdown for a month. So I thought, okay, wow, we're going to be into this for a month.
Mhm.
And then a month turned into 2 months, and then 2 months turned into four turned into eight, and we're past 16 months into this. So in my lifetime, this has been the most devastating event for the music industry and for people. I mean, I don't take
For people. Mhm.
anything away from the tragedy, people that have
Mhm.
lost loved ones and things like that. But for our industry itself, it's been the single most devastating event back in 2001 in America, when we had 9/11, and we had a brief interruption of all events. All events across the nation got shut down. I had a huge concert that got shut down,
Mhm.
and so that was a tragic event. But this has gone on now for well over a year and a half, and it's just devastated our industry and really devastated the music industry in the Philippines and throughout Asia, because Asia's been hit hard. And still, even though things have opened up in the United States by and large, and parts of Europe, and some of the concerts are coming back, but we're only
Mhm.
at about 10% of what we used to be. Keep that in
Mhm.
mind. So it's been had such an impact, such a devastating impact on our industry, and the folks that just go and play, gigs at nightclubs and gigs at restaurants and parties and weddings. All of these industries have been hit so devastatingly. So my heartfelt sympathy goes out to all.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for that advice, Jay. Uh, being collaborated with with various artists around almost around the globe,
Yes.
what was the challenges you've been encountered?
Well, the interesting thing is, one of the pleasures of what I do with the Love Rocks series concerts, and for those of you don't know what the Love Rocks series is,
Mm-hmm.
it's a trademarked show, so it is our show, and I'm the host of it, and I come
Mm-hmm.
out and sing 3 or 4 songs, and then I bring my first guest out, and then they do a set, and then I come back out, do a couple more songs, and bring another artist out. So and so it goes on like this, and then we do a theme within the show, like a tribute to Burt Bacharach, one of the greatest songwriters,
Yes,
or a
yes.
tribute to the Bee Gees, or the tribute to the
Mhm.
Beatles. So it's really kind of cool. I have these wonderful guest artists that are Grammy Award winning, multi-platinum artists, and that's wonderful. John Ford Coley with all his hits. Well, I challenged him. I said, "Okay, John, you got to put a Beatles song in your set." He's like, "Beatles, okay, all right. I want to do Let It Be." Okay, so you have
Let
John
it be.
Ford Coley now singing a Beatles song. When I
Mhm.
find myself in times of
I'm so
trouble,
proud
Mother
of-
Mary comes to me. So that's not so. If you go to see John Ford Coley live in concert, and he puts on a phenomenal show, well, he won't normally sing "Let It Be" for you, and this whole show is backed by the Love Rocks Orchestra under the musical direction of Danny Favis. And
Mhm.
another, he's a Phil Am. He's one of those dual passport holders. He holds an American passport, but he lives in Parañaque. He's from the Philippines, and he's been
Mhm.
my musical director, I think, for maybe 10 years now.
Wow.
And 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 we have such a wonderful orchestra backing up the Love Rocks shows, and so I have all these wonderful guests, and so the challenge is, I guess we're under a very time time constraint is our biggest challenge. So we have the artists fly in. We go through a quick series of rehearsals. Everything gets charted out by Danny Favis, and he does a phenomenal job with that. And we do some new arrangements to some of these songs. And so the challenge is time to put together a brand new show with all these
Mhm.
artists and the orchestra backing it up in the rehearsals, and then boom, we go out there. But all the artists have just been amazing. And again, shout out to some of the artists like Peeble Bryson, who's come and done the show with you guys. Know Peeble Bryson. I can show you the
You the
world. Yeah,
world.
yeah. Let's
Yes.
see, people. And just a quick story, when people did a series of Love Rocks with us, and we were doing a tribute to the music of Burt Bacharach.
Mhm.
And so people asked me, "Well, Mike, give me an idea. What Burt Bacharach song do you want me to sing?" And I said, "You know something? I hear your voice doing "A House Is Not a Home," and it's just an amazing song. And people came back and said, "Oh, I love that song. I love that song.
Wow.
Good
Mhm.
choice, Mike." And he worked at it, and he worked at it, and he worked at it, and he worked at. It's not like he just came out and yeah, I can sing do 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 a house. No, he worked at it. I mean, he put blood, sweat, tears, and soul into singing. And I tell you, in the house there wasn't a dry eye. Everyone was crying when they heard him sing
Mhm.
"A House Is Not a Home." The Burt Bacharach song that I did in that particular series of concerts, I did "What Do You Get When You Fall in Love? A guy with a pen to burst your bubbles." So I mean, it was just a phenomenal show. So the band has to learn all of these. We have to put together new arrangements to this and things like that. Janine Desiderio was one of the guests in this series of shows.
She's from
So
Miss
she
Saigon,
did
isn't it?
Alfie, what's it all about, Alfie? And so that was Janine's contribution
Mhm.
and dedication to Burt Bacharach within the show. So it's a lot of surprises, a lot of things you wouldn't get if you go to see People Bryson. And again, his band is phenomenal, and I've worked with
Wow.
them many times and people. But in the Love Rocks series, you got to hear all of his hits and doing it with duets with Janine Desiderio and Lara Cuevas, and you get to hear him do some of these different things like a tribute to Burt Bacharach. So it's a unique experience when you come to see a Love Rock show.
Mhm.
A lot of things you don't expect, and a lot of just phenomenal music, phenomenal hits by the stars. Dan Hill puts on an incredible show, and he's got so many hits. Not only does he have his own hits that he's known for, like "Sometimes When We Touch," of course, and "Can't We Try Just a Little Bit Longer," but he's written for Celine Dion. Her biggest album, "Seduces Me," he wrote the title cut and produced "Seduces Me." So when we do our show, Dan just plays the guitar backing it, and Lara Cuevas sings the song "Seduces Me" as well as her own voice. But that's a big Celine Dion hit, but it's written by Dan Hill. So
Mhm.
we performed that in a very unique manner. So it's just incredible. Stephen Bishop's been one of the regular guests in our show, and everyone knows Stephen Bishop's "Something's Telling Me It Might Be You All of My
All
Life."
of my life.
But he also he's a phenomenal songwriter. He didn't write that particular song. That was written by Dave Grusin. But he wrote the song "You Have No Right to Ask Me How I
How I
Feel."
feel.
Okay, but that's a song. Everyone thinks that's by Phil Collins. Well, Phil Collins, of course, did that for the movie. And Marilyn, and I'm sorry, I can't remember her last name right now. But anyway, Phil Collins, everyone thinks of that as a Phil Collins hit, which it is. And that was nominated for a Grammy. But Stephen Bishop wrote that, so he always does that as a duet with either Melissa or with Laura in the shows. And so that's always a pleasure to hear not just the music that they had as hits as vocalists and musicians, but some of the things that they've written as well that are just wow! I didn't know you write that song. Dan Hill, everyone knows I think it's 98 Degrees. You know the group 98 Degrees, right?
Yes, yeah,
And you
yeah.
know the song, "And I do cherish you for the
Yes.
rest of my." That's written by Dan Hill. And so Dan's written for Michael Bolton. Dan's written for 98 Degrees. Dan's written for Celine Dion. The list just goes on and on and on. So these are incredibly talented guests that I have in my show, and we're always adding artists. And unfortunately, we've lost some of the artists.
Sorry
Michael
to hear
Johnson has
that.
passed away, and Michael Johnson, "'Cause I'm bluer than blue." Everyone knows that song, and I will always love you. Tragic loss because Michael was just a phenomenal talent and a wonderful soul. Jimmy Jamison did a bunch of shows with us. Everyone knows Jimmy Jamison, lead singer from Survivor. He's the one singing, bringing Manny Pacquiao down to the ring. And of course, big Philippine favorite. I never knew it brought me here. Somebody led my hand. And so Jimmy and I have done a lot of shows together. Great friend, and we lost him in 2012. And Benny Mardones, a huge hit, Into the Night. So we've lost few very close friends, and Love Rock's artists and guests. So it's been a wonderful journey, and it continues, and we move on, but my heartfelt sympathy goes out to the families, of these
Wow.
ones we've lost already.
Amazing. Okay, Jay. Since you are a well-rounded artist, a musician, and you well-traveled with your love in music, with your passion, with these love rocks, what set you apart from other artists and musicians?
Well, I think that's an amazing question, really. What sets me apart? Well, I think this. I think that goes for every artist. What do you bring to the table that's different from this person, this person,
Mhm.
this person? Um, when I was younger, and I would sing all the. I was influenced by all the different genres, from the Temptation, Four Tops, and Smokey Robinson, and those guys on the R&B side, and then Tom Jones and Engelbert and Perry
Mhm.
Como, and these guys in the crooners, and even some of the country western guys that I loved, and the rock and roll guys, from Freddie Mercury and Steve
Wow.
Perry and Boston and Journey, and so I had all of this influence mashed all into me, and and all this confusion. Well, what do I want to be? What do I want to become? I don't know. And I even love the opera stars. I loved Luciano Pavarotti.
Wow.
"O sole mio, San fronte a te." So I just loved it all. So
Mhm.
what you see now is just a bunch of confusion and having a lot of fun doing it.
Wow. That set you apart. You are a versatile musician and artist. Wow.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. All right, Jay. In this tough time, well, my apology if I ask you all this frequently about this tough time and all that, but
Oh,
it
okay.
really happens. Um, since you are doing this collaboration with other artists and all that, during this tough time, and you just went to Dubai, you as you told us a while ago. Um, what was the inspiration behind those challenges?
What's the inspiration to overcome the challenges? I think you might mean. What's
No,
the
what was the inspiration behind in the middle of this? What was the inspiration in the middle of these challenges during this tough time?
well, again, I think I go back to family, and really trying to meet the challenges, and I think that's what everyone's done. And is these are unprecedented times. These are absolutely
Yes.
unprecedented times.
Yes.
And so what do we do? And we just find ways to uh, reach out to our family. Fortunately, with technology, at least we've been able to reach out in formats like this,
Yes. Yes.
and have internet connectivity, because a lot of foreign Filipino for OFWs, right?
Yeah.
Philippines has so many family members all over the world, so I know it's really tough for them, and a lot of people haven't been able to return home to spend time with their families. But just the feeling that I'm doing my best to make it through this challenge, and help my family out the best way possible, and bring a little bit of love and joy through music to through folks. It was hard. It was difficult for me. I'm not going to. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This has been very difficult
Very,
for
yeah,
me as
very
well.
tough and
I'm
difficult.
accustomed to being on stage. My my
Mhm.
my best love in delivering the music recording is fine, doing music videos is fine, doing interviews and sharing all this and having music on the radio is fine. But my real passion is being on stage. Within my first two songs, it doesn't matter how big the venue, even at Araneta Coliseum, I walked out into the audience and I try to high five and hug and, let everyone do selfie. So I may take 20 minutes doing one song, extending it so I can go out and interact
Oh,
and hug and touch my audience and feel their warmth and love and admiration and give mine as well. This connection, it cannot be replaced by anything in the world. You cannot
definitely.
replace it. I
You
cannot
said it.
I cannot overemphasize that feeling and that touch and that connection that you have with folks being there and doing it in person. So there has been nothing to replace it. So it really drained my spirit in a lot of this going on. And I did some online concerts, and did some videos and touch bases with my fans, but nothing replaces the feeling of being there with your fans. So that's been a rough journey.
Well, thank you so much. I love the quote that if you are performing um, only only one song, but you just tend to to
Stretch it
have
out, yeah,
this just interaction.
yeah,
Wow, wow, that would be my takeaway. I've learned from you, Jay. I've learned from you. Thank you
great.
so much for that. All right. If there is one single song that connected to your life, what would it be?
Well, that's too tough. As I explained, I'm influenced by some of the greatest songwriters, the same greatest performers, and I just loved it all. Like I said,
Mhm.
even from opera to rock and roll, even AC/DC and U2 and Sam Cooke and so what I mean, what one song I couldn't for the life of me come up with one song that's
Mhm.
just my thing. Obviously, I'm most well known for Wildflower, in a lot of markets, but in some other markets, I'm known more for other songs, and so that's a really tough one. But what I just like to say that music, the love of music and the love of this industry and what it does for people's soul. Music soothes the soul of the savage beast. We've all heard that. So just music in itself has been a wonderful journey, and no one song. It's a culmination and a combination of all songs and the song of life.
Wow. Okay, let's pull up your Facebook page, your fan page. Okay, so let's pull up this one. All right. J. Michaels. So please tell us about this. You got 24,111 followers. Wow, that's too many. All right. So tell us about your Facebook fan page, my friend.
Well, like obviously I'm an older artist. I've been around.
Well, in the
I've been
music, never
I've been at
get
this
old.
for a long time. I don't want to say my age, but I've been around for a long time. Now the thing is, back in the day, we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have fan pages. I mean, we had fan clubs, but
Fan
all we
clubs. Yeah.
had was literally if you got something on the radio and then you got fans and they went out and bought your album, bought your record, bought your CD. That's kind of how you were measured. And so a lot of the older artists and artists like I mean, I'll just throw some names out, John Ford Coley and things like that. We only got involved on the Facebook side kind of late in the game. The newer artists have the edge of this is what they grew up with. This is what they know.
Mhm.
So um, the social media is necessary to reach as many fans as you want. But I'm just going to say, some of us older folks, older in the industry, this is not what we excel at. But
Mhm.
we're reaching more fans, and we're reaching more folks as we learn more about it. So I have a team that is helping me with my fan page, but we're
Yes.
pretty new to it. So yeah, we have, I think, 24,000 fans right now. But obviously I have millions of fans that have listened to my music, but
Yeah.
maybe they don't have my fan page information. So why don't you allow
Mhm.
me to announce my YouTube, my
Yes, yes,
Facebook,
yes.
and
Please, please.
because that's part of my mission here. Is I think, and if I do this right, it's at the real J Michaels, and that's for Facebook, that's
Mhm.
for YouTube, and that's for Instagram. And J Michaels is just the letter J. It's not JAY. It's the letter J.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
Michaels, Michaels. So at the real J Michaels, and that's for Facebook. And if you like what you've heard today and like my music, there's a lot of my music videos and a lot of my music, new stuff and old concerts and interviews and things like that on the fan page. And I would love to interact with anyone out there that wants to know more about me or hear my music, hear what we're doing and things upcoming. So I'd appreciate anyone adding us there.
Wow, thank you so much. So, guys, please follow and like J Michaels. Just letter J, big letter J, and
Yeah,
Michael. Yeah,
J Michaels.
that would
So
be
at
yeah,
the real J Michaels.
definitely. Okay, Jay, my friend. What would be your best advice to all the younger generation artists that who wants to follow your footsteps as an artist?
Don't follow my footsteps. No, I'm joking. What I would say,
That's quite concise.
yeah. Actually, it's a wonderful industry, and it's filled with joys and pains. Like any journey in life, it's filled with joys and pains. So my best advice is really be true to yourself, and be true to your talent, and hone it. Work at it, work at it, work at it. Sit at the piano, sit at the guitar, sit at whatever your instrument is. Or if you're just the vocalist, then sit with someone and really work at it and work at it and work at it, and get it so it feels so comfortable that everything's just a second nature when you walk out on stage.
Mhm.
um, and just feel comfortable in your own shoes. Get it so you feel comfortable in your own shoes, and that it just becomes an extension of who you are, as opposed to, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous to go out and do this. I'm a nervous wreck. Just go out and do it. And let the cards fall where they may. If you've put in your time in rehearsal, you put in your time in your practice, and you've really dedicated yourself to it, it tends to fall into place.
Wow, thank you so much. Being a performer, concert performer, Jay, is there any weird thing that you do before or prior going up to the stage?
Yes. I normally have just a quick pep talk. Like a coach. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
a quick pep talk with the with all the artists and the entire band, and we do a quick prayer, and
Yes,
pray for a
that will
great
be
show, and that everyone does everything to the best of their abilities. We forgive mistakes, but we try to overcome them and make the show seamless. But that to me is just a moment of calm and a moment of reflection of all the hard work that we've done prior to going on. Beyond that, I try not to talk too much before I go on the show, and just rest my voice a bit. But I've had the privilege of really learning the proper techniques of singing properly, so that I'm not abusing my voice, and I don't lose my voice normally. It's not that I've never lost it, but you know, so that we just go out and do a good show. We just have a moment that we really all share, and appreciate the God-given talent that we all have, and that we have this opportunity to present it to our fans, and to new fans, and to people in such a wonderful setting. That's basically it.
Wow. Okay, J. Michael, first and foremost, thank you so much for gracing my show, and thanks to your admin in your Facebook fan page for a quick response when I reach out to you guys.
Great.
And it's an honor for me to have you in the show. Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show will be honoring you. You know, it's a big thing for me tonight to have you, a J. Michael, extravagant in his music industry. It's a big pleasure for me to have you. And any final words to all the people out there
Yeah, a
who,
couple of things. First of all, Marvin, I greatly appreciate you reaching out. And since you mentioned RJ, I guess I was doing a guesting on RJ promoting the new Christmas single, and you heard me there. So shout out to RJ, and thank you, Marvin, for having me here. Shows like yours are what help just bring to light some of the new music that we as artists have, and I appreciate it. And feel free, please feel free to play my music videos
yes, yes.
anytime. I
I'm
have my
about to
staff
ask
sending
you.
some more stuff, and I'm more than happy to come on and guest with you. This is fun. This is it's a great format, so I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you for what you do, and I'm sure your fans do, and wonderful fan base. And this has been a great opportunity, and I cherish these kind of moments to express myself, my experience in the music industry. It's been a phenomenal journey, and the journey continues, and I'm thankful for that, and thankful for you and your fans here today. Hopefully, I made a few new fans, so please do add my page. Come see our concerts when you hear we're coming to town, and look for Love Rocks. It's a wonderful set of shows, and very appreciative to be here with you today, Marvin.
Thank you so much. And again, please try to promote your social media platform again, your YouTube channel, your Facebook
So
page, and all
this
that.
is Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channels, and it's at the real J Michaels. That's the
Mhm.
letter J, Michaels.
Wow. How about your songs, your original songs? Was it already available in digital stores?
Yes, and of course, these songs will be on my fan pages, but they're on, the sites that you can download them, like CD Baby and
CD
uh,
Baby.
iTunes Music. And unfortunately, I don't know all that stuff, but yeah, most of those formats you can go and download my music. But
Wow, thank
definitely
you.
on my fan page, you have all the music videos,
J.
and on my YouTube
Michaels.
page. Yeah, J Michaels.
Wow.
Yeah,
And we have a valuable message from Lanvi Kapulong from Missouri, USA. More power, Mr. J. Michaels. Good luck and take care. Love all your songs. Wow.
great,
And Brenda Isaacson from Pennsylvania, USA says, awesome guest. Nice show today, Sir Marvin. Very humble artist. Yes. Humble but huge
thank you,
artist. Oh
Brenda.
my God.
Thank you, Brenda.
Wow. All right. Also, Jay Michaels, again, thank you so much for gracing my show. Such an honor. I hope this isn't the last that
No,
you can guest onto my show.
you
And
just let us know, and we'll be glad to
thank you so much.
connect.
And of course, as you told me a while ago that you're allowing me to play of your music here in my show, my honor, my pleasure to play all your songs. God bless you, my friend, and look after yourself. I hope for a future collaboration with you because I love doing concert also. I was
Great,
actually doing the last concert in RJ Bistro with Ramon Jacinto last 2019. That was prior pandemic.
great.
So I hope to have a collaboration with you. And thank you. God bless you.
God
Hope to
bless.
see, hope to
Cheers.
see you soon, my friend.
All right.
Cheers.
Again,
All
again.
right. Take care. Take care. That was wow. 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 How was that? Sir J. Michael is just gracing our show. And again, I would like to play his hit song, um, earned 1.3 million views in his Facebook fan page. Here we go. Wild Flower.
She's faced the hardest times you could imagine, and many times her eyes brought back the tears. And when her youthful world was about to fall in, each time her slender shoulders bore the weight of all her fears, and the sorrow no one hears still rings in midnight silence in her ears. Let her cry, for she's elation. Let her dream, for she's a child. Let the rain fall down upon her. She's a free and gentle flower growing wild. And if by chance I should hold her, let me hold her for a time. But if allowed just one possession, I would pick her from the garden to be mine. Be careful how you touch her, for she'll awaken and sleep's the only freedom that you know. And when you walk into her eyes, you won't believe the way she's always paying for a debt she's never owed. And the silent wind still blows that only she can hear. And she goes, let her cry, for she's a lady. Let her dream, for she's a child. Let the rain fall down upon her. She's a free and gentle flower growing wild. Let her cry, for she's a lady. Let her dream, for she's a child. Let the rain fall down upon her. She's a free and gentle flower growing wild. She's a flower growing wild. She's growing wild.
That was J. Michael with his revival, earned 1.3 million views in his J. Michael Facebook fan page. And my next playlist would be from American singer-songwriter Danny Lynch with his song Gravity. Here we go.
I'm so glad that I found you. You're my very best friend. Can't imagine life without you. Here I am. It's all I can do. You keep me so alive. You're the reason why. Time I'm breathing, there's no air and no relief. I'm drowning in my own despair. There's your hand to lift me. I need you by my side. I never will break your hold. Together we'll grow old. Without you holding me like a baby and its mother, sharing your heart. You're my gravity, gravity. You're my gravity, my gravity. I said I never, ever, never wanna let you go. You know I never, ever, never wanna let you go. I said I never, ever, never
fallen pain is what I feel inside. I'll be brave and I'll be strong even when my lonely heart cries, remembering our days of happiness that once filled with everlasting love. My life is filled in pain, but somehow I just get by. For I know my love for you will never ever die. This is my love story, a love so full of passion and desire that once lived in my heart, but strangely enough along the way, my great love became impatient to be free. Beautiful and pain is what my heart dictates. Beautiful and pain is what I feel inside. I've let myself move on and believe the time will heal a broken heart that's hurting inside. I'll just close my eyes and think of you. I know a life without you brings emptiness and loneliness. My heart tells me to look out the beauty of my pain. Oh, my life is filled in pain, but somehow I'll just get by. For I know my love for you. For I know my love for you. For I know my love for you will never ever die. So beautiful in pain.
Wow, that would be Miss Jam Mascareñas, entitled Beautiful in Pain. And the next playlist would be Salamat sa Musika, sung by Lady V of Kobe, Japan.
Mga kaibigan, kahit tamis ng ating musika, mag-awitan, magsayawan, eto na ang ating musika. Sa musikero, importante ang tono at ritmo, sa bawat himig at tempo, siguradong okay sa mundo. Salamat sa musika, sinisigaw ng damdamin ko. Dahil sa aliw mo, ang buhay ay puno ng pag-asa. Salamat sa musika, buong sanlibutan ay sumikla. Iginuhit ng panahon sa bawat isa at sa ating dalawa. Salamat sa sumaya. Ang lahing Pinoy, veterano na sa musika, sa larangan ng pagkanta, boses mistulang tala sa ganda. Ang Pilipino kay galing-galing sa musika, lalo na sa mundo ng pagkanta, ay sadyang likas na talaga. Salamat sa musika, sinisigaw ng damdamin ko. Dahil sa aliw mo, ang buhay ay puno ng pag-asa. Salamat sa musika, buong sanlibutan ay sumigla. Iginuhit ng panahon sa bawat isa at sa ating dalawa. Salamat sa musika, buhay ay sumaya. Salamat sa musika, salamat sa musika, salamat sa musika, buhay ay sumaya. Meduba-duba, bip-bop, bip, meduha, meduba-duba, salamat, salamat sa musika.
That was Salamat sa Musika from Lady V of Kobe, Japan. And my next playlist would be from multi-awarded artist from Kobe, Japan as well. The owner of DV Records, Freddie Snedakor, with his song, here we go, No Wrestling, No Beer.
Let me tell you, baby, you're the one that drives me crazy. Every time I think of you and all the freaky things you do, that's why you're always on my mind. I think of you all the time, and no one else will ever do, because I'm so in love with you. You know me, words can't describe the love I feel for you. You know me, words can't explain this love I feel. It's true. Why don't you take my hand? I make love to you, and we will come into the morning like a creeping through. I ain't gotta work, gonna stay here all day, make love in the morning, and we'll take a break. And I ain't watching no wrestling, and I don't need a pill. No, baby, I don't need nothing, as long as you're here with me. Girl, you make me high, gotta pick you up in my ride. Rolling on dubs is what we do. Anything you wanna do is cool. We can hold hands and walk the mall, or we can get a movie later on. You see, anything you wanna do is cool, because I'm so in love with you. You know me, words can't describe the love I feel for you. You know me, words can't explain this love I feel. It's true. Why don't you take my hand and make love to you, and we'll come into the morning like a creeping through. I ain't gotta work, gonna stay here all day, make love in the morning, and we'll take a break. And I ain't watching no wrestling, and I don't need a pill. No, baby, I don't need nothing, as long as you're here with me. Ain't no superplexing, girl, you're what I'm pressing. It's me and you between the sheets,
was in Jamaica, it'll probably sound a little bit something like this. Hey man, give me some from a dum dum dum, give me some dum 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 dum.
Ain't got no work, wanna stay here all day, make love in the morning, and no take a break. And I ain't watching no wrestling, and I don't need a beer, no baby, I don't need nothing, as long as you're here. Ain't got no work, wanna stay here all day, make love in the morning, and no take a break. I ain't watching no wrestling, and I don't need a beer, no baby, I don't need nothing, as long as you're here. Ain't got no work, wanna stay here all day, make love in the morning, and no take a break. I ain't watching no wrestling, and I don't need a beer, no baby, I don't need nothing, as long as you're here.
That was from Redis Nethercore, and the next place would be from the first ever grand champion in The Voice Philippines. His name is Mitoy Yunting. A soundtrack from a composition from Port Malilin under Side Projects recording label. It is a London-based recording label based from London, owned by Port Malilin, entitled Kahati Mo Ako. Let's give it up for Mitoy Yunting, the first ever grand champion of The Voice Philippines.
Di mo na kailangang magbalat kayo. Halata naman maski itago. Huwag mo nang pigilan ang mga luha sa pagpatak sa lupa. Alam ko na pagod ka na sa pagdaing, at sandalan ang tanging hinihiling. Bakit di mo ibigay sa akin ang iyong mga kamay? Kahati mo ako, iyan ang totoo. Kahati mo sa bighati hanggang sa huli. Kahati mo ako sa ayaw o gusto. Kahati mo at sana'y maniwala. Ano mang bumabagabag sa iyo, may liwanag kahit na malayo. Dahil di ka mag-isa, tayong dalawa ay laging magkasama. Kahati mo ako, yan ang totoo. Kahati mo sa bighati hanggang sa huli. Kahati mo ako sa ayaw o gusto. Kahati mo at pagmamahal ko na inaalay sa'yo magpakailanman. Kahati mo ako, kaya ng totoo. Kahati mo sa bighati hanggang sa huli. Kahati mo ako sa ayaw o gusto. Kahati mo at sana'y maniwala. Kahati mo ako sa ayaw o gusto. Kahati mo at sana'y maniwala.
And that was from Itoyon King, the first ever grand champion of The Voice Philippines. Music and lyrics by Port Malilin under Side Projects Record. All right, from Malilin, from from Itoyon Ting, Kahati Mo Ako, it's already out in the market. It's already available in iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, Shazam, iTunes, and Apple Music. It's already available there. And I would like also to announce as early as now that my song under Side Projects Records, London-based recording label owned by Port Malilin, is on its way. A composition from Port Malilin entitled Nag-iba ka na. And that would be soon. That would be my newest single under Side Projects Music Production. So the transition would be from the voice champion Bitoy Yunting and from Bossa Nova Friends of the Philippines. I still don't know what's going on about that song. Nag-iba ka na. I don't know if it's still on my comfort zone or it's ballad pop or R&B. It's still so surprised. Port Malini is full of surprises actually. And yeah, thank you so much, Side Projects Music Production. And of course, I would like to commend On the Job, the Eric Mati film. Eric Mati is a multi-awarded director, internationally acclaimed multi-awarded director, Eric Mati. His film is On the Job, available in HBO. You just have to subscribe and just a little bit payment for to stream um, the soundtrack of the song "The Impossible Dream." Soundtrack of this song of this movie, On the Job, sung and performed by Erasmus Star Talents in Entertainment Management owned artist and recording artist Rico Garcia. All right, so Rico Garcia will be explaining further on October 18, Monday. He will be guesting on the show and all the stuff about how he can be able to sing the soundtrack, and we can also tackle about the song and hear his interpretation. Wow, I've already heard the song of him, "The Impossible Dream," and I got goosebumps. It's really, really globally competitive voice. Well, what would you expect from the 8 times defending champion of Tawag ng Tanghalan sa Showtime, ABS-CBN, and also the grand finalist of Grand Respect. Uh, and he is the Jazz Crew of the Philippines. Congratulations, Rico Garcia. Another Erasmus Star Pride. Wow. Indeed. Wow, wow, wow. On the job. All right. So, having said that, guys, I'll be playing the song Crossroads from a good friend of mine, I love this guy. Actually, I know he's really busy. He's really busy, and I'm so happy and honored, and feel proud about his achievements in Pennsylvania, USA. Donnie Lynch from his song Crossroads. Here we go. Where are you, Crossroads? Danny, please help me. Where's Crossroads now? Yeah, I got it. Crossroads from American singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist Donny Lynch.
Every day we make life decisions to satisfy feelings and emotions. Every move we make is resolutions to realize the goals in every action. We go through life each and every day to face the challenges of now and every way. Into the crossroad we meet in life. Make compromise the wishes that we strive. I'm in my crossroads. Which road should I cross? Is it this way? Or is it that way? Don't know which way to go. Oh, I'm bound to blow. Surely my heart will be hurt. Crossroads, 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 and crossroads. Crossroads, 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 and crossroads. Today I found myself at the crossroads. Which way should I go? Which way should I choose? Should I go forward? There's no turning back. Which road would lead me into pain? Come to me, rescue me. Don't know what to do. Which road will make me blue? Is it this way? Or is it that way? Don't know which way to go. Oh, I'm bound to blow. Surely my heart will be hurt. Crossroads, 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 and crossroads. Crossroads, 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 and crossroads. Crossroads, 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 and crossroads. Crossroads, 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 and crossroads.
That was Crossroads, composed by our busy composer, Sir Rusty Malilin. He's also busy, actually. Yep. And of course, I would like to comment. I would like to announce that just recently, Miss Dulce just recently joined my Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show group page, and of course, I would like to welcome her Miss Dulce. She is the voice behind the hit song Ako ang nasawi, ako ang nagwagi. Ako ang nagwagi, naitago ko ang damdamin kong sawi. Like that. And a lot more, a lot of hit songs. And she is an internationally multi-awarded singer, successful recording artist, and concert performer. And take note, she is Tawag ng Tanghalan Showtime most prestigious singing competition in the Philippines judge and most in-demand singer up to this moment. And we just a pep talk a while ago, and she's really thankful joining our Facebook group. And having said that, of course, I would like to um, okay, I would like to play her song. Here we go. Let's give it up for Miss Dulce, the true gem of our Philippine music industry.
Each day I live, I want to be a day to give the best of me. I'm only one, but not alone. My finest day is yet unknown. I broke my heart for every game to taste the sweet. I face the pain, I rise and fall, yet through it all, this much remains. I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be, when all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. Then in that one moment of time, I will feel eternity. I live to be the very best. I want it all. No time for less. I will lay the plans. Now lay the chance here in my hands. Give me one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be, when all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. Then in that one moment of time, I will feel eternity. You're a winner for a lifetime if you seize that one moment in time. Give me shine, give me one moment in time
dreams, so heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. There, in that one moment of time, I will be
Wow, how was that? How was that? Her voice never aged, actually. Her voice never aged. Thank you so much, Miss Dulce. A warm appreciation with your inclusion to my Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show group page. And to all your friends out there, please feel free to invite them to join in my group page, the Marvin Velasquez SongLists Show page. That would be our platform. You can feel free to share all your music activities there, and I'll be the one to approve that. And yeah, let's celebrate music because music is a wonderful thing to do to unite people around the world. Okay, so I'll be playing the song from Mom Ina, the song of Angel Ko. Here we go.
Panaginip ko'y ikaw, pagkat larawan mo ang lagi kong tanaw. Sa kilos at ngiti mong nakasasabi, ikaw ang lunas at anghel ko sa pag-ibig. Kahit na sinong hadlang, anghel kong tangi, pagsubok at dusa ay kakayanin ko. Sabihin man nila, baliw ako sa'yo, basta't ang alam ko, ako'y iyo. Minamahal kita, anghel kong tunay, dalangin ko sa may kapal, kapiling ka. Pagpira para perurero, sa kilos at ngiti mong nakasasabi, ikaw ang lunas, anghel ko sa pag-ibig. Kahit na sinong hadlang, anghel kong tangi, pagsubok at dusa ay kakayanin ko. Sabihin man nila, mahal, mahal kita, anghel ko, tunay. Dalangin ko sa may kapal, kapiling ka. Anghel ko sa ligaya, bigyan mo ng pag-asa. Anghel ko, kailan pa man.
That was Angel Ko by Ma'am Ina, composed by Rasmo C. Manlilin and arranged by Pipo Cifra. All right, my next playlist would be from Bonner Records, newest soul R&B artist, a good friend of mine, Magdalena Tool, with her song Face the Day.
Entertainment news. Everyone is out today. Traffic is everywhere. Subways are packed. Streets are bumper to bumper because people are out facing a beautiful day. Speaking of a beautiful day, in entertainment news, after attending last night's special event, there is no doubt that rising R&B soul artist Magdalena Toll will be taking the music industry by storm. With her new hot single, Face the Day, here it is, Magdalena Toll.
I
I like the phrase. And the end of the video, hi darling. Kind of cheesy. Wow. All right, so I'll be playing the promotional preview of the multi-awarded Hollywood and Emmy Award and Eddie Award winner as a best film director, Rick Chuber. His book is all available in Amazon. Here we go. Please buy on Amazon the books of Rick Chuber entitled Well, I'll Be Damned, Just Fucking Luck, Should Have Seen It Coming, and the last but not the least, Shanghai Cuts. It's all available in Amazon. Just write Rick Chuber, and it will lead you to navigate how much in a dollar. I think not that much. It's so cheap. It's kind of, I think, $14 each, $9. There is $11, something like that. It's an ebook. It's up to you, or in if you will be ordering ebook or hard copies, hard copies of the song of the books. All right. All right, so I'll be playing the song from the singer-songwriter of Queensland, Australia, entitled Grandma's Rocking Chair from Jason Brian Bigala.
There's some old furniture in my living room, and that old rocking chair brings back memories of my past. And that old rocking chair from my dear grandma sits in the corner by the fireplace as I rock my grandma's rocking chair. As I play my guitar, I don't have a care. I remember when in grandma's care we were rocking to the rhythm in grandma's chair. As I rock my grandma's rocking chair, as I play my guitar, I don't have a care. I remember a time when in grandma's care we were rocking to the rhythm in grandma's chair. As I sit on grandma's rocking chair, it calms my mind, body, and soul. It takes me back in grandma's home while I sat on a knee and we watched the snow. As I rock my grandma's rocking chair. As I play my guitar, I don't have a care. I remember a time when in Grandma's care we were rocking to the rhythm of the rocking chair. As I rock my grandma's rocking chair, as I play my guitar, I don't have a care. I remember a time when in Grandma's care we were rocking to the rhythm of the rocking chair. Let's go! As I rock my grandma's rocking chair, I play my guitar, I don't have a care. I remember a time when in Grandma's care we were rocking to the rhythm in Grandma's chair. As I rock my grandma's rocking chair, I play my guitar, I don't have a care. I remember a time when in Grandma's care we were rocking to the rhythm in Grandma's chair. Grandma's chair, Grandma's chair. Grandma's chair.
really like to ask, is there a place for hopeless sinners who has turned all mankind just to save his own belief? One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. As it was in the beginning, one love, so it shall be in the one Lord. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I'll feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright.
Our main act, SBMA London's Best Recording Artist of the Year, and dubbed as the Bossa Nova Prince of the Philippines. Please welcome Mr. Marvin Velasquez.
Love has played its game on me so long. I started to believe I'll never find anyone, though they tried to convince me to give in. Said you can't win. Hey! But one day the sun came shining through. Rain, a storm, and the skies were blue. And though with the revelation to see, someone was saying, I love you to me. Hey, a one in a million chance of a lifetime in life showed compassion and sent to me a stroke of love called you. A one in a million you. Come on! I was alone and with empty arms to fill. Then I found a piece of happiness to call my own. And life is worth living again. For to love you to me is to live. Hey! A one in a million chance of a lifetime in life showed compassion and sent to me a stroke of love called you. One in a million you. Hey! Let's give it up to Sir Bo on sax. Hey! A one in a million chance of a lifetime in life showed compassion a one in a million.
For a world at peace, and for the children to have enough to eat. Hope that we're not too late to learn how to love and stop all the hate now. Can you feel the love fill your soul? It's what makes life worth living, makes us whole. With children at your feet, it makes it all complete. Build your foundation and grow. Can you feel the love of those who follow you along life's bumpy road? All the people that you meet are memories to keep. Build your foundation and grow to survive. Love is the answer. Where is utopia? Is it a myth or a fable? Then what are we doing here now? Can you feel the love fill your soul? It's what makes life worth living, makes us whole. With children at your feet, it makes it all complete. Build your foundation and grow. Can you feel the love of those who follow you along life's bumpy road? All the people that you meet are memories to keep. Build your foundation and grow to survive, to survive, to survive.
Your body, your body, your body with my body, my body, my body, my body, your body, your body, your body with my body, my body, my body, my body, your body, your body, your body with my body, my body, my body, my body.
compilation of inspirational stories of love in this great big wide world. Love stories to be shared for lovers everywhere, of passion, of attraction, and of tenderness, and wisdom to be learned over my love diaries. Is just to love and to be loved in return. My love diaries, my love diaries, a collection of love stories here in my heart. My love diaries, my love diaries, memorable and so adorable in life. Shared for lovers everywhere, of passion, of attraction, and of tenderness, and wisdom to be learned over my love diaries. Is just to love and to be loved in return. My love diaries, my love diaries, a collection of love stories here in my heart. My love diaries, my love diaries, memorable and so adorable in life. Love stories to be shared for lovers everywhere, of passion, of attraction, and of tenderness, and wisdom to be learned over my love diaries. Is just to love and to be loved in return, and wisdom to be learned over my love diaries. Is just to love and to be loved in return, and wisdom to be learned over my love diaries. Is just to love and to be loved in return. Is just to love and to be loved in return. Is just to love and to be loved in return. My love diaries.
Strolling up Russell Square, gazing down Soho Square, walking through Piccadilly, we found ourselves in Berkeley Square. Love struck in London Square. Eros, watch over us, taking some photographs, souvenirs that last forever. We're all together in Leicester Square. Love struck in London Square. And as we dance in Trafalgar Square, holding hands with magic in our eyes, our hearts became one in Golden Square. Love struck in London Square. Then at Parliament Square, Big Ben started to share. Bells pealed all day to greet us. People stared at the two of us. Love struck in London Square, and as we dance in Trafalgar Square, holding hands with magic in our eyes, our hearts became one in Golden Square. Love struck. Ooh, love struck in London Square.
Just try to live for today, for it's all the very life of life. The power of now is what shapes our future dreams. Don't cry over the past, and do not worry about the future. Just live for now. The power of now is what matters after all. Make life so beautiful and make it wonderful. When you accept the present moment, the flow of life begins to walk with joy, and spend your days feeling happy. Free yourself that sadness brings. Don't cry over the past, and do not worry about the future. Just live for now. The power of now is what matters after all. Make life so beautiful and make it wonderful. Yesterday's but a dream, and tomorrow is just a vision. The power of now is all what we need. For yesterday's but a dream, and tomorrow is just a vision. The power of now, oh, the power of now, the power of now is all what we need. The power of now, the power of now is all what we need. The power of now is all what we need.
I'll be singing one of my most favorite song, actually, one of my most favorite song. And this song goes to you like this. Here we go.
Remember when we held on in the rain, the nights we almost lost it. Once again,
We can take a night into tomorrow, living on feeling, touching you, I feel it all again. Did we almost have it all? When love is all we had, we're giving. The ride with you was worth the fall, my friend. Loving you makes life worth living. Did we almost have it all? The nights we had until the morning. You know you'll never love that way again. Did we almost have it all? The way you used to touch me felt so fine. We gave our hearts together down the line. A moment in the soul can last forever. Comfort and keep us. Help me bring the feeling back again. Did we almost have it all? When love is all we had, worth giving. The ride with you was worth the fall, my friend. Loving you makes life worth living.
Did we almost have it all? The nights we had until the morning. You know you'll never love that way again. Did we almost have it all? Did we have the best of times when love was young and you? Couldn't we reach inside or find that world of me and you? We'll never lose it again. 'Cause once you know what love is, you never let it end. Did we almost have it all? When love is all we had worth giving, the ride with you was worth the fall, my friend. Loving you makes life worth living. Did we almost have it all? The nights we had until the morning. You know you'll never love that way again. Did we almost have it all? Did we almost have it all? All right. That would be Didn't We Almost Have It All song, original song, of course, by the Queen of Diva Queen, Whitney Houston, the late Whitney Houston. All right. So, having said that, of course, I'll be playing once again the song from. All right. All right, the song from Whitney Houston, Saving All My Love for You. A few stolen moments is all that we share. You got your family and they leave you there. Though I'm trying to resist feeling like on your list, but no other man's gonna do. So I'm saving on my love for you. It's not very easy living all alone. My friends try and tell me find a woman of my own, but each time I'll try, I just break down and cry. 'Cause I'd rather be home feeling blue. So I'm saving on my love for you. You used to tell me I've run away together. Love gives me the right to be free. You said be patient, just wait a little longer, but not just an old fantasy. I've got to get ready. Just a few minutes more. Gonna get just an old feeling when you walk through that door. 'Cause tonight is the night for a feeling alright. You'll be making love the whole night through. So I'm saving on my love. Yes, I'm saving on my loving. Yes, I'm saving on my love for you. No other man is gonna love you more. 'Cause tonight is the night that I'm feeling alright. We'll be making love the whole night through. So I'm saving on my love. Yes, I'm saving on my loving. Yes, I'm saving on my love for you. For you. For you. All right, that would be "Saving All My Love for You," original song by the Diva Queen. All right. Of course, hindi naman ako diva. I'm a divo. All right. Okay, guys. So I'll be singing this original song by Gladys Knight, and I hope you like this kind of song. Here we go. It's sad to think we're not going to make it. And it's gotten to the point where we just can't fake it. For some other reason, we just don't let it die. I guess neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. I keep wondering what I am gonna do without you. Come on. And I guess you must be wondering and pretending. So we go on together, living a lie. Because neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Every time I find a nerve, every time I find a nerve to say I'm leaving. Oh, memories, those old memories, get in my way. Lord knows it's only you. Oh, He knows only me that I miss you, babe. When it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I cannot say. There could be no way, there could be no way this can have a happy ending. No, 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 no. So we just go on birthday and pretending and convincing ourselves to give it just one more try. Because neither one of us wants to be the first to say. Neither one of us wants to be the first to say. Oh! Neither one of us wants to be the first to say, farewell, my love. Goodbye.
Salamat po sa tulong nyo, Amang dakila na labis sa pagmamahal. Kaawaan nyo aming mga sala. Panalangin bawat araw, biyayang hanap, sana'y dinggin at tuparin. Pagpalain po sana aming hiling. Tanging ikaw ang gagabay sa buhay namin. Kay gulo, pagsubok lamang ba ito? Labanan hanggang wakas, tagumpay ay abot kay bathalang mahal. Panalangin bawat araw, biyayang hanap, sana'y dinggin at tuparin. Pagpalain po sana aming hiling. Tanging ikaw ang gagabay sa buhay namin. Kay gulo, pagsubok lamang ba ito? Upang laban
on by.